Hello, my name is Gratian. Welcome to my next vlog. Today I'm talking about rule of thirds and 180-degree rule. So starting off with the rule of thirds, it's very important in photography as it describes the image and it shows more character and interest to it. So the rule of thirds is also known as the rule of thumb. Don't know why, but we'll stick with the rule of thirds as it's simple. And this rule is used in designs, films, paintings and photographs that I'll be talking about. So imagine that you're splitting an image into 9 equal sections, so 3 by 3, and 2 vertical and 2 horizontal lines splitting the image. So I'll show you what the rule of thirds look like on the screen now. And photographers say that using the rule of thirds and making a subject avoid the middle of the rule of thirds, so the middle column and the direct middle, in the scene and the image it creates more tension and energy and adds more interest to the image and attracts more viewers, adds more character to the image, and right now, as you can see, I've put an image on the screen which is a very good example of rule of thirds, and this is because I've got the image right in front of me, so I'll explain it to you. As you can see, the image, the bottom 3 and the 3 boxes on the right, they are the landscape and the tree, in fact, and you can see in the rest of the 4 squares in the top left, you can see that it's got the sky. So by this I mean it doesn't make the image boring. It spreads it out. So having a tree on the right, and the rest of it on the left, it shows the background of it and where it's placed. And in fact, here is a really bad example. I'm sorry, I just had to put a little bit of sense of humour into this. This is bad because it's boring, and what I mean by this is the guy is bang on in the middle, as I said, to avoid the centre, and it's just covered in water. And if it was taken directly at the person, and if he was on the right or the left, and showed the background of it in the corner, whichever corner, either this one or this one, with the guy on the left or the right, it would make it interesting, and that would be rule of thirds. But as you can see, this image does not follow the rule of thirds, and in fact it's a very, very bad example. Thank you. Now moving on to the 180-degree rule. So now the 180 degrees rule. Basically what it is, it's if you take the protractor, obviously it's got the line and the semicircle around it, that makes it 180 degrees. And if you take the line and put 2 subjects on it, and then cameras, so like this one is camera number A, and if you have one on the left, one on the right, facing each subject, then that is okay. But if you get a 4th camera, I'm not saying you can't, but if you get a 4th camera and it crosses the line where the subject is at, and it's over the line, that is it. The rule is broken and it's no longer in use. So if you have a look, so the camera should stay on one side of the imaginary line with 2 people having a conversation or getting interviewed. It's a line where 2 people are sat, and if you cross the line filming with the camera, filming from the other side, it looks wrong, and that's where the 180-degree rule is broken. So as you can see, here's an image, very detailed image, and I'll explain it to you. So if you look with the 2 people, they're stood on the imaginary line that you will imagine if you're filming this. And the semicircle is where the camera should be around. So if you take camera A, face it at the 2 subjects, it's okay. If you take camera B and C and interact with the, not interact, but if you face the 2 subjects, you could possibly get an over the shoulder somehow, but I don't recommend doing that as you may not succeed. And as you can see, camera D is in red, and what I mean is the over the shoulder. This is where the camera has crossed the line and the whole thing is scrapped. You have to start again if you want to use the 180-degree rule. And if the line is crossed, the 180-degree rule is broken and no longer in use. Because if one of the cameras crosses the line, then you cross the line, it's done. And camera D is going to be in shot with camera C and possibly A, depends if you're using a wide angle or whichever one. So thank you very much for watching, and till next time, bye.